Going by a step-by-step detail of the MyTranphormation challenge, basically 101. I've been getting a lot of questions, so I figured I might as well just go over step-by-step instruction. I'm going to do some screen recording. I'll place it right here on this side of the video so everybody can watch exactly what I'm talking about. So when you first download the MyTranphormation app, what's going to happen is you're going to have to put in some information, basically, you know, your name, your email, sign up, register, pretty much. So what you're going to be doing is basically putting in your name, your height, your weight, your birthday, your gender, so on and so forth. Once you get that done, then we'll get into some detail on what your goals are, what you're trying to do, and how you're trying to do it. Basically, question is going to be what level of exercise are you? You got a few options: beginner, intermediate, or advanced. I chose the advanced option. If you are just starting out, again, choose beginner. It all just depends on what level of training you're at. Then you got, are you working out in a gym? Now, there is a difference between Premier and the basic non-Premier app. So you do get a lot of perks with the Premier app. I'm not trying to sell it to you. Just to clarify this, I make zero money off of you downloading this app or you know, upgrading to Premier, anything like that. I get recognition from your results as an advisor. If you would like to add me as an advisor, just we'll go over that a little more in detail later. Basically, just add me as your advisor under my Instagram handle, ScottyDoesItFit. So to get things started here, what we're gonna do is start off, are you working out in the gym? Yes. If not, or even if you are, if you have the Premier, you have the option to do a home workout. So if you choose home workout, it'll basically take whatever your workout is for that day and switch it up to where you're completely able to do it at home, depending on what equipment you have. You can select what equipment you do have as well. Also, do you prefer lifting? Do you prefer traditional lifting plans? Or, you know, other training methods? So we got 5 options here. Basically circuit, traditional, cross training, weight loss, and strength training. Basically whatever your goal is, all of these will pretty much get you to whatever goal you need to be at. So if you are trying to increase your strength, once again, if you're into CrossFit, cross training kind of deal, so on and so forth, there's plenty of options to choose from. Now, once you knock that out, you can choose what rest day, what your rest day preference is. Basically just choose what day you would like your rest day on. If you have no preference, select no preference. So what are you more likely to do when it comes to nutrition? I'm gonna go over in detail each of these as well. So you got meal plan, calorie, macro counting, and portion control. Now you only can count macros or calories during the Premier membership. So otherwise you're gonna have your meal plan or your portion control. Portion control is gonna basically tell you how much to eat of your protein, of your carbs, of your veggies, and you're just entering what you did eat with those portions. If you do choose the calorie macro, basically what you can do is scan your food. You can input your food, search your food, basically like they have every Starbucks drink on there, you know what I mean? So you can literally also just take the scanner. If you ate something, again, I'll go over that in detail later, you can just scan your food, it'll enter it right in. Do you prefer both carbs or fats? So basically what you're gonna do with this is, like, if you're doing keto, you're gonna choose fat, you know what I mean? If you don't really care and you do both, and it really just depends what diet you're gonna do. And there is no best diet, let's be clear about that. The best diet is the one you're going to do. I've seen pretty good results for almost every diet out there, as long as you stick with it. Also, here are your macros. You can customize them if you are working with a trainer and they have you, or you're working with a nutrition person. Basically, whatever program you're with, as far as your diet goes, you can completely customize your macros as that. You can just select it or edit it and, you know, go from there. After that, what's your daily activity level? Sedentary, light activity, very active. I chose very active. I got 5 kids, work 2 jobs, 60 to 90 something hours a week. You know, training and all the above. So I'm pretty active. It's up to you on what you choose. And once you knock all that out, you'll basically come to your dashboard. Now on your dashboard, first things first, it's going to show you what day you're on, so on and so forth. It's going to show you your macros, what your workout is of the day. So right now I have the home workout. So if I were to switch back, basically, your back squat, so basically it'd be leg day for me today. Now again, if you have the premium, this is where you can select your home workout if you can't get to the gym. Boot home workout, I can choose bands or weights and cardio equipment. I have bands or weights, but no cardio equipment. I have cardio equipment, no bands or weights, or just no equipment. You choose no equipment or any of the above. It's going to completely switch your workout for that day. Once you finish, mark complete. Then let's say back to the dashboard. So here on the dashboard, you have like basically different announcements, different videos and such you can watch. Your weigh-ins, again, I'll go over that a little bit more in a second. So your weigh-ins, you can put your goal weight. They got a Facebook group you can join, which I do recommend, so you can basically talk to other transformers and see what's working for them, what can work for you, basically get tips and things like that. So as far as, so we're basically done with the dashboard. Now we have announcements. So your announcements, basically just, you know, things that are going on throughout the day. Here, 12 days to remain. Basically last one's on the 5th, and you know, basically just keep you up to date on basically like a news feed. After that, you have my advisor. So basically, if you would like me as an advisor, this is where you would enter it at, or anybody you would like an advisor. So here, Scotty does it, and I would normally pop up right then and there. My name will pop up and you just press select or request an advisor. It's not going to work for me because I am an advisor, so just to show you where you would type it in. So after that, you would choose, okay, my photos. This is where you become registered for the transformation challenge. Once you enter your day one photos, you would just press this button. The camera's going to pop up, so you can't cheat. You can't just upload your picture. You have to take your picture right then and there. Yes, I got my flip-flops. So once you finish that, so basically what it's going to look like is you're gonna have your front, your back, and your side picture. Once you upload those three for your day one, you are entered into the challenge. You have nothing more to worry about. Basically just stick to your program, and you know, use the app, utilize it, utilize your macros, utilize those workouts. Even if you don't, I would say, even if you don't necessarily do that workout and you basically just use it as a guidance, once you finish your workout, just say mark complete. You did your workout for the day, that's fine. Now, body metrics. This is where you can basically measure what you got going on in your body. So for your body metrics, you can, you know, here's your weight, add today's metric. You can choose, you know, a difference there. That's just for the weight. And then you have your neck, your bicep, your chest, your waist, hips, basically body measurements, so you can see where you've progressed or not throughout your transformation. That's not necessary, but you know, if you would like to get in depth with your transformation, I do recommend it. My foods. So my foods is something you can create your own food item to store onto your nutrition. If you're doing the macro counting, it's very convenient. Like, let's say you normally eat oatmeal with a scoop of peanut butter and, you know, some raisins, whatever you do. You know, basically get the macros, put the name down, you put, you know, whatever you want to put the name as, and you know, every time you eat that, you can just click that food item. It'll add right on to your macros for the day. So live streaming, basically whatever's going on at the time. If you do want to live stream, that option is there for you as well. I'm not very sure on everything you can do about that. I haven't utilized it yet. But as far as these are all the advisor tools here. Unless you're an advisor, you really don't need to worry about that. But for the most part, this is what it is. I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible. Just a quick run through. So basically, to let you know, once you submit your day one picture, that's it. And that's all you got to do. Now, there is going to be something called assessments. You're going to have to do an assessment, and these are just quick. This is my wife. These are just quick questions you're going to be doing. How is your compliance overall doing. It's going to ask you some questions like this. Not going to get into too detail because I don't want to show pictures or anything. Just, you know, out of respect. How is your mood? You know, just shows things like that. It's going to ask you some simple questions, basically, like subconsciously, how are you doing with transformations? You know, so I can get to know you a little better. The assessment is there basically for me to help you out, to get to know you, or even for you to reflect on later on to see if your mindset has progressed. So just quick tips with this transformation challenge. Stay consistent. Consistency is key. Everything starts in the kitchen. Don't get too confused on, oh, this is the best diet. I heard this is the best. I heard this is the best. The best thing you can do is what you're going to do. The best diet is the one you're going to do. Cut out those sugars, you know, cut out anything refined, cut out anything that is just a filler, that is just purposeless. Anything enriched, like white bread, don't even eat, cockroaches don't even eat white bread. So, I mean, why do we eat white bread? I don't get it. You know, simple things like that. It is a lifestyle change. I do completely recommend this app. I do completely recommend the premium upgrade. Again, I don't get any benefit from you going premium besides the fact that I am able to chat with you. Again, here on the chat, Find Advisor. Basically, you can send me messages from here. I didn't go over this, but if I'm your advisor, whoever your advisor is, this is where you can basically communicate with your advisor. Let them know what's going on, what you're doing, how you're doing. If you have any questions, this is where you contact them at. Now, you can only do that with the premium. So with the premium, you can only do the scanner with there. Oh, here's the macros. I didn't even go over this, the nutrition. So for the nutrition, here's your macro report. You can add your water, you can add your food. So for the food, I don't have anything in here to scan as far as food goes. But basically, this is where you can just, you know, press the scan button. This is gonna pop up for you. You literally just hold whatever you're scanning. I don't have any food out here. I'm in the garage. So basically what you do, one second. Yeah, no food. So basically this is where you would just scan your food and it would just show you, it'll lock it in right there. It'll show you your macros, everything you got, and it'll show up just like this. It'll have the name here, the calories, the macros, serving size. You can choose, like if it's turkey bacon, you just press how many pieces you eat, so on and so forth. This is going to add up for you throughout the day. It'll let you know how much of what you can consume throughout that day. And it's just going to keep you on track. Then you'll know if you do plan on eating something, you add it in, you see if you go over your macros, if you do eat it. It's as simple as that. So this app literally has everything you need to succeed, period. This app has everything you need to succeed. There is no fucking excuses if you have an app like this, whether you're starting out or any of that. You have everything you need right here. From programs to workouts to adjustments to macros to food to diet to suggestions to references to people to assist you to all of the above, man. You don't have to take supplements. You don't have to, you know, do any of that. You just have to stay active on here. So if you are doing this and you do want to be entered into the sprints, there's 4 seasonal sprints and there's 1 annual cash prize. So the 4 sprints as well as the annual, it's gonna be $50K a piece if you happen to win that. So again, there's a lot of incentive there. There's $250K to win. There's $250K cash minimum for people to win out there. Again, 50 grand a piece for each challenge. Again, I highly recommend this app. I highly recommend upgrading to the premium. There is a lot you can do, because if you get a personal trainer, you're gonna be spending a minimum of probably about 50 to 75 bucks a session minimum, and that's a good price as far as personal training goes. This is probably about between $4 to $6 a month, literally like a Starbucks coffee a month. You can get this app. It's gonna save you a lot of money if you plan on getting like a nutrition coach and a personal trainer and all that. So again, I do highly recommend this. Add me if you are interested, ScottyDoesItFit, and let's get it this year.